All right. Welcome back to this strange AF story. It's been. Please tell me you don't hear the vacuum cleaner.
No. Why AF? It's always as fuck. You know.
All right. Well, okay. Fair point. Welcome back to this strange as fuck story. I'm gonna cut that. No, I'm not. Anyway,
we're monetized. We're not even monetized. There's no need to fucking any form of censorship in this bitch.
fair point. Anyway, welcome back to this strange as fuck story. It's been like a month since we last recorded, and last time Mario died.
He went to the Forever Box.
The Forever Box, and we're gonna
have a goal for him.
Oh my god. And we're gonna see what happens now that they have to go back to quote unquote normal. Alright. Danganronpa 69. His Grief, Their Lawning, Daily Life, Chapter 2, but remember there's only 5 chapters and they're divided into sections.
Let's go! Is that a bit too soon?
Yeah, fair enough. That's actually really good. It's better than I can do. Ding dong, bing bong. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna make sure the vacuum cleaner isn't picking up on my recording, and we'll start over. You can hear it?
I can't hear it.
Okay, I'm just worried my mic is picking it up, but I guess I don't have to worry if you can't hear it either.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, we reshoot, but you know.
Well, we kind of can't. This is blind.
Fuck. Good point.
But I trust your judgment. If there's background noise, there's background noise.
Ooh, trusting my judgment. That's
You know what? Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'll cut this part out. Don't worry. Unless you do Jeopardy music again. All right, I'm back, and I politely asked him to turn off the vacuum. Did you do Jeopardy music?
I did not, but you can always edit that in.
I would if it wasn't copyrighted, because actually, when I looked up the Law and Order soundtrack, it's copyrighted, that sound.
Damn.
I also just realized I forgot to put in the No More Princesses, No More Castles thing, so I have to leave a comment about that when we're done recording, saying sorry.
Princesses in the other castle.
Alright, let's just get going.
Quit lily-outing. The sudden sound of a bell shot me up from my tireless sleep. I heard a muffled voice cheerily greet me in the morning as I rubbed my eyes. How long have I been asleep? Does it even matter? I laid back down on the bed and slowly shut my eyes. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore. Tears started to prick my eyes again, and I was going to give in to yet another despair-filled slumber until I heard a knock at that door. Please, just go away. Despite my mental protests, the knocking continued. Please. I heard a muffled voice from behind the door. It sounded slightly pleading, but also very concerned. If I tried to make out the wording, it seemed as if they were asking me to come out.
I just realized it's a good thing you got that water before we started, because Mario's not here to counterbalance things anymore.
Yeah. I thought over it for a moment, starting at the ceiling in hopes that the knocking would just stop. I sighed. I guess there's no point locking myself up when there's others here. Maybe I should just answer it. With whatever energy I had left, I hesitantly lifted myself out of bed and wandered to the door. I opened the door just a crack and peeked out.
Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Well, actually... It's been a while since we've done these voices.
Yeah, it's gonna get back to...
Let me get a drink of water.
It's probably a good idea.
Oh shoot, I messed up. Well, here it is. This is Luigi. We're 2 minutes in.
And already some technical difficulties. Lovely. I eventually realized what I was
Do it.
I was looking at, and what they just said, it was true. My eyes were strained and dark from on and off sleep. I looked pale beyond relief, and my limbs felt so heavy that I could collapse on the floor at any given time.
Okay, I didn't know she was a Valley girl.
Word of the day, kids. Improvisation.
Yep.
What is it? What is it?
Oh, Luigi, we've all been so worried about you. You've been locked up in your room all day yesterday. Me and a couple others tried knocking at your door, but you never responded. We even tried to tell you we brought food, but you never opened up.
Do you want to build a stuff?
You know, I've been putting episode titles in these now, and we're 3 minutes in and they already have several ideas.
Lovely. Just pure of content right here. I've been in my room for a whole day.
I'm so glad you answered. Would you like something to eat?
I didn't know what to say. I didn't realize there were people here who cared like this. I felt horribly guilty about not answering sooner. However, I couldn't remember what had occurred during that day, since my memory of it was mostly fuzzy. I was suddenly taken out of my thoughts as my hand was taken by a hoof.
Yeah, he's been in his room crying for like a day.
Get over it, okay? Your brother might have died, but you're still alive, my friend.
I mean, would you say that to me if my little brother died?
Probably not. That is pretty insensitive, but this is a fucking...
This is fiction, you're right. And the sad reality of their situation is if they don't move forward and they keep feeling all this shit, it's going to
move backward.
Yeah, it's going to make it that much harder.
Yeah, so...
I know what you're going through is very, very hard, but you can't forget to take care of yourself. Why do I keep mashing? It's all right if you don't want to go to the dining hall. I can make you something myself and bring it to your room. Luigi?
I looked to the floor.
The floor is made out of floor.
He probably would have pushed me to the dining hall by now. I took a deep breath and steadied myself. No, I want to go. It's not right for me to stay like this. It's not what he would have wanted.
Really? Well, in that case, I'll head there first to give you some time.
I gave her a shaky nod, and the pony walked off. I inhaled deeply, shoulders tensing, and then dropping as I sighed out. Everything's going to be okay, Luigi. Focusing on my steps, I proceeded to the dining hall. As I took the first step inside, practically everyone looked my way. Luigi!
I love how, like, in this story, Parappa is, like, supposed to be a kid, but we're giving him, like, you know, that voice.
Like a Brooklyn, like, New York accent, because, you know, why not?
Why not? I mean, you gave Fluttershy Valley Girl.
It's called creative, what's it called, narrative.
I mean, you're right, it is. There are people there's this incredibly like muscle giant woman in Danganronpa, and there's a few people who play the games who will give her like the most high pitched or refined voice they can.
Just like the polar opposite of what the character actually like is.
Well, until you actually meet her and find out she's like the most nicest and loyal person in the game, she just looks super intimidating.
Yeah, until you get that actual character like development into the story, you don't really the first like how you say book of the cover is like a big brood, mean lady, but as you go down the story and that character develops, you get more insight on the character and their arc and
Yeah. She's basically the team mom, and the fans know who I'm talking about, which in this story, because there's usually a team mom in Danganronpa, it seems that Fluttershy is kind of that role, checking on Luigi, leading him to his room, cooking for everyone.
Yeah. No, so what we need to do after we finish this series, we need to go back and we need to fucking play the actual Danganronpa game.
We do.
Well, I need to play it. You've already played it. I need to play it.
Yeah.
You just didn't help along narrating. Let's continue.
All right. This is you.
So the last wasn't lying, huh?
We were so worried about you, Luigi.
The fan favorite, Miku.
Fan favorite. I've been looking for Miku wine. I haven't been able to find any. So to the 8 people who have subscribed to us at this point, tell us where to get it.
Oh, that would help. I'm sorry for staying in my room so long.
There's no need to apologize, Luigi.
After what happened, it's all right to feel this way. We all do.
Yeah, losing your brother must be horrible.
No shit, Tito. Don't say it out loud. You might make him feel worse.
What happened to the Cartman voice?
What?
You gave her kind of a Cartman/Discord mod thing near the end of the last chapter, I remember.
I'll have to look back, but no, I'm just going back.
You don't have to do it, it's fine. Because I know that's probably very difficult to do. Sorry.
No, it's all right. There's no point in pretending it didn't happen. Hey, there's no need to feel bad for what you did. If I lost my brother, I'd feel the exact same way. That is what we like to call an illusion right there, kids.
A delusion?
An illusion, yeah. His was set in what's it called?
His brother, Papyrus?
Papyrus gets fucking murked, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, illusion, not illusion. Okay.
Illusion, yeah.
Okay. You just gotta keep on going. You're still alive, right? Then live it to the fullest.
Yeah, still alive. Wait to rub it in, Picnic.
Oh yeah, this is the chapter, actually, I think.
We'll find out what the word Picnic means.
Maybe not this episode, because this is a bit of a long chapter, but this chapter we'll find out what Peknek means.
My favorite, most mysterious fucking slang in this entire story.
Yeah, not the biggest mystery. We're trapped in a school, no way out. Where the hell are we? We're being forced to murder each other. But what does Peknek mean?
That's what the real question is at hand. Not let's get the fuck out of here, but what does Peknek mean?
Yeah. Hey, I ain't the best with words, you know. But he's right. It's probably what Mario would have wanted you to do as well.
Fucking right. Yeah, he wanted you to keep going and escape, pal.
And he's always going to be watching over you and protecting you and loving you. I'm not sure if my words will help, but this is an opportunity for you to take hold of a stronger hope. And from there, it'll only get stronger. Just don't fall into despair.
You just gotta keep believing, you know? You all, I thank you so much. I don't deserve all of this support, but you are all right. I'm gonna keep on going. For me, for you all, and for Mario.
I like this moment, to be honest.
It's so wholesome. It's so...
Calm before the storm, though.
Yeah, it's always quiet just before the storm. My breath almost hitched as I uttered my brother's name for the first time since the trial. I wasn't going to let that stop me now, however. Man, if we had some drinks right now, this could totally become a toast for Mario.
Last time you held the toast for someone, you ended up pantsless in Chris's room.
And I don't think that's what Mario would have wanted at all.
So, I pressed the button twice, but he just laughed like I did.
I chuckled a little, just to their surprise, and went to sit with the rest of them for breakfast. Everyone decided to have a group chat about this and that, with me mostly listening rather than talking. They carried until the topic were as scarce as the food. So what should we do now?
I'm feeling like busting out of here. Let's just pick a wall and start going at it.
Yes, with the hammer you have, but you don't have.
Oh, yeah.
Another mystery why...
Why? Well, that mystery is easily solved. He has the hammer and doesn't have the hammer because all the images have him with his hammer.
So...
Yeah, I feel really eager to kick something. You know, when I first started doing this, I was considering hand drawing all the... Because I can't draw with the computer. I was considering hand drawing all the sprites I planned on using. And I realized if we did that, it would be like another year before this got started.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Anyway, she feels eager to kick something. How violent! Don't you dare destroy my precious school!
Ah, this fucking guy.
Yeah, this fuck.
Hey, yo. Why don't you just go back to the cave where you came from?
That's not very nice, you know. If there was a word for racism of bears, you would all definitely be that.
It would be called speciesism if technically, I mean.
Yeah, Monokuma's gonna go protest now.
Monokuma's gonna put up... Can we even say this on you know what? He's gonna go to what's it called? A Bear Lives Matter protest.
I was gonna say that. So yeah, Bear Lives Matter, everyone. Bear Lives Matter, just not Monokuma's.
Exactly.
Oh god. What do you want, Monokuma? You're getting a little tiresome again. Even Nagito was mad at me? What a world! I just wanted to give you all a gift!
A gift? Is it another Monokuma file? Is someone else dead?
Do you see any dead people, stupid?
Technically, Sans is, but he's a fucking skeleton, therefore he is technically...
Yeah, but he's also alive, so does undead only apply to zombies, or is it like any dead creature that is sentient?
I feel like he would technically be undead.
Right. Oh gosh, there's a video I watched. It was of a while, like a long time ago. You know those Hunger Games simulators online?
Which ones?
The Brent Steele Hunger Games simulator.
No.
Well, never mind then. This wouldn't make sense if that anyway.
I'm pretty dead on the inside if that counts. Ah, I fucking called it.
No, I've got an even bigger gift for you all. A bigger gift? Remember that staircase you couldn't access? Well, poof! The bars are gone. Where'd they go? Who cares? You've obtained the second floor.
The second floor?
Really? Consider it a thank you for all your hard work during the first killing. So if you want more gifts like this, then you might want to consider killing some more. So basically, every time a killing is completed and the killer is found out, a new floor is opened up. So in translation, less people, more space. Which is another subtle psychological thing.
That's pretty crazy.
Like heck, it's gonna happen again.
Yeah, there won't be any more killings, you know? Yeah, there can't be.
Wow, talk about naivete! I can't wait to see all your despair-ridden faces once one of you proves that wrong. Boo! Now shoot! Go before I decide to close it up again!
Monokuma despaired out of existence once again, and everybody looked at each other.
Well, what are we waiting for? We should go see what's there.
Like zoops, like going scoops.
Oh god. I'm considering writing my own one of these, and I have so many characters I want to put in. But is it safe?
We'll find out when we get there, I guess.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. I'll go first, though. As a sacrifice. Sacrifice?
He's right. Even here, I don't sense any danger.
What kind of powers do you have?
Oh, be quiet. A lot of ye, if you keep bickering, I'm just gonna go myself. And so, people started to leave the dining hall to investigate the supposedly open second floor. I'm rather curious myself, so I decided to leave too, before being stopped by a large hand tapping me on the shoulder. Hey, Luigi, you can come if you can come. Yeah, you can join us if you want. I'd like, since you don't have a partner anymore. Oh, how nice, Peter.
Yeah, he and Brian, along with Fluttershy, were the two that led him to his room.
Yeah.
And that kind of made me willing to accept Brian's when he's my least favorite character in the show.
Yeah.
Didn't make me like him yet. It just made me willing to accept him.
Understand. Thanks for the offer, but I'd like to investigate by myself, if that's all right.
That's understandable.
Well, anytime you're feeling lonely, come hang out with us. Will do.
All right.
I carried on after a quick goodbye and walked to the corridor with the stairs. They're open. Well, I guess I should take a look. Hesitantly, I climbed up the stairs, which did indeed lead to the next floor. I had decided to check the map on the e-handbook and was surprised to see the next floor had just been added.
There's the next floor.
Oh, left looks like we got a gym, like a basketball court.
Yeah.
What's it called? Midsection. It looks like to the top we have a library, a book, something.
Yeah.
To the south we got a little music room going on. I assume that means like the piano, like an orchestra room.
Yeah.
Bottom left we have maybe a closet or like a wardrobe.
Oh, the ones with the writing that's too tiny to see in the structure. Oh, those are the staircases.
Yeah, the ones with like the arrows on them.
Oh, the arrows? No, those are the bathrooms.
Oh, okay, that was my second guess. And then the ones with like the little writing on. Okay, I see that. And then med bay / nurse's office at the top right.
Mm-hmm.
Can't call out with the bottom right.
Just generic classrooms.
Just generic, okay. And then we got a blank room here. Nothing really special going on in this.
Well, one could be a secret passageway because there's no door going into it.
Yeah, it's maybe like in the bathroom. It's like you go to like the sink, you press the fucking faucet, and a door opens up.
Well, the problem is a girl would have to discover it, or a boy would have to go into the girl's bathroom based on the way the rooms are laid out. Okay.
Looks like this place has a lot of practical stuff. Huh. I wonder what to look at first. It feels weird to not have a certain someone looking over my shoulder, pointing at places and making most decisions for me. However, I knew I had to keep going despite that. And if I stayed hopeful, maybe I'll find something worthwhile. Composing myself again, I decided to wander to the large room besides me, which on the map was listed as the performance hall. Definitely seemed to be it. There was a large stage complete with curtains and lightning riggings, stage equipment just visible from where I stood, and even a dressing room to the side. I would be lying if I said I wasn't amazed, but I was quickly proven I wasn't the most impressed individual.
Ah, Luigi, look!
I should gaze. I shot my gaze towards a blur of teal. Hal was rapidly bouncing on her heels and pointing at the stage.
A stage! A perfect stage! We can all perform on it together! Stupid, do you think this is the time to be singing? We're looking for a way out, remember? Don't you want to sing too, though, Tato? You have such a beautiful voice.
Any of this includes singing, I'm going to shoot myself personally, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm not going to start singing, don't worry. No, I don't. I mean, that's not important, baka.
Sassy baka.
Oh my god.
Gotta love Japanese culture.
It's better than what they used to be, let's be honest.
Yeah. It's better. We went there. They went from, cutting off Chinese heads to, to putting out the greatest, what's it called, games and other form of pop culture media.
Yep. Did you read this line? I forgot.
No, Miko titled her head at Tito's strange stutter, and I shrugged off the two antics. What a friendship. Are they even friends?
Anyway, what does this girl need such a flashy room for?
That is a stranger. I have you guys found anything unusual in here?
Nope, just the stage. But that's okay, right? There's probably something elsewhere.
Yeah, just to start looking around after all. Before leaving, I quickly peeked into the dressing room and was unexpectedly met with an exhausted 2D. Oh, you are all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Just got shaken by Miko a tad too much. Decided to go in here for a while. She is pretty excited about it at the room, huh? Yeah, quite the handful she is. So, have you found anything in here? Not anything helpful unless you count custom and makeup. I scanned the room. A few dressing room tables lined the wall, and there were a couple of clothing racks of what I assumed were performing outfits. Nothing really helpful at all. That's all right. I'm going to keep looking around. See, I might. Walking back out into the hall, I made my way to the opposite room. Just from catching sight of bookshelves, I knew I was in the library. Before being able to think about my next move, I jumped at the sudden, shouting and hollering. Take that, society. Suck my.
Peter.
Would you be quiet? What you were shouting?
Since there ain't oh shit.
Since there ain't librarian to tell me to shut it, I can make as much noise as I want in this library.
Airtight logic.
Maybe it was a good thing I didn't choose to go with them. Ironically, I could tell Brian had the same thought as me from his tiresome expression, and so I decided to talk to him. Hey, Brian, you're an author, right? Are there any books here that pique your interest?
Nothing's caught my eye so far.
Really? Just a second ago, I saw you looking at the adult section.
Peter, I think I see some Star Trek novels over there.
Ah, sweet, my favorite show. Peter rushed off to a far-off bookcase, and Brian signed a breath of relief. Yeah, no, what's it called? Brian Shaw saw the Clifford the Big Red Dog books.
Oh my gosh, are you seriously suggesting what I think you are?
Oh god, that's awful. But
Look. What Brian does in his own time is none of our business.
no, not at all. I'm just saying possible.
It is possible. Anyway, how are you doing?
Me. Oh, I'm a fine, I guess. Have you found anything in here worth noting?
Not really. There's a laptop over there, but it won't turn on. I haven't found the power cord either. That would be useful.
Yeah.
Call for help. See if the news is reporting they're missing.
Update the MySpace page.
Yeah. That's the most important thing.
Who the hell uses fucking MySpace anymore, though?
Good question. I haven't even heard the name MySpace in years.
Gonna bring it back. Anyways, hopefully we'll find the way to turn it on. There might be some useful information on it.
That's what I hope too.
I had checked around the laptop and a few bookcases until I bumped into Ashley. Hey, Ashley. Hello? Are there any books that interest you? Any spell books?
I did look. I keep doing that. I'm a shitty person.
Cock blocking my narrative. Anyway, I did look around for some, but there aren't any here. I guess that was to be expected, huh? I feel like a crazy person, essentially just talking to myself while doing it.
Yeah, you get used to it.
It's a kind of annoying, though. My library has a whole section on them. You have a whole library to yourself. It's no big deal, really.
Give me a sec. I need to get something. BRB. Oh, nothing. I was just paranoid about something. In the future, I'm gonna record in my basement.
That's probably a good idea.
Instead of my room. Right.
Maybe to you, but that does sound pretty amazing. Ashley curtly looked away, and I could swear I saw her blush. I dared to call it cute, but didn't know what kind of punishment I'd susceptible to if I said that out loud. But he getting put out on registry, my dude.
Yeah, she's like what, 15?
I'm not sure. Yeah, like what's it called? Like the actual character itself.
I know in this she's 15.
Yeah. Saw anime characters be like someone who looks like realistically as they would be like, I don't know, like 13 or 14 or actually like thousands of years old and vice versa with the same concept. Like,
yeah.
Instead, I waved goodbye to the three and decided to explore another part of the floor. This time opting to go down the narrow corridor that leads to a large indoor track. Despite the artificial light, it felt natural and breezy. It almost made me want to run a lap or two. As I looked around, I spotted some sport equipment, and I almost gasped at the sight of some tennis rackets.
To whichever school's stuff is in the background, thank you for putting this image on the internet for free.
We very much appreciate you as we are broke bitches over here.
Yep.
Yeah, Luigi, isn't this cool? Yeah, it's a pretty cool, pretty nice. I mean, fuck. I bet the Mario would have loved this place too. Immediately realizing what I said, I froze and clenched my fist. Luigi. Sorry, I just didn't expect myself to say that. Hey, don't worry about it, pal. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, look on the bright side. At least you can still use this place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because, look, I still ain't good with words, okay?
It's all right. I understand what you mean. Anyways, have you found anything in here? Nothing that looks like an escape route or just sports stuff.
Well, there's nothing like keeping active at a time like this.
Counting me out. Just looking at the equipment makes me break a sweat. Well, I'll have to look around anyways. I didn't plan to cover the whole room, as it was quite an open space. Instead, I went over to the sporting equipment at the side and awed at the tennis rackets. I miss playing tennis with my friends.
You enjoy playing sports, Luigi?
Well, yeah, I suppose so. There are a lot of sporting events at the Mushroom Kingdom, from tennis and football to even golf.
The other kind of football.
Yeah.
Golf, that ain't a sport, is it? It's boring as heck.
It's not so bad. It's actually quite calming.
Calming, huh? Well, if anyone needs to be calm, it's that damn owl. Keeps getting on my case about everything.
It's kind of funny, though. Who knew the birds were going to start fighting? Who knew?
If he wants a fight is what he'll get. Even without my hammer, I'm the strongest king here.
You're the only king here. After realizing there really wasn't much else to look at, I waved the two goodbye and turned to leave as I placed my hands on the door. Somehow stopped me. I'm Luigi, eh?
Oh
Huh?
my gosh.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm a fine. I guess this room has lifted my spirits a bit. Awesome. Good luck on the rest of your investigation. Thanks. I gave the dog a smile as I ventured off back down the hall. The gesture was nice, but it was kind of strange. It seemed as if Proper wanted to say something else, but decided against it mid-sentence. I didn't dwell on it too long. However, as I was soon face to face with another room, opposite its doors was another staircase, which was blocked by familiar bars. Another floor, huh? Well, it's not like I'll find out what's up there. Anyway, murders aren't gonna happen anymore.
Wishful thinking.
I sighed as I turned back to the door and walked in. Peering around, I took a set of beds with curtains, dividers, medicine cabinets, and mental refrigerators. Yep, definitely the infirmary. Taking my sight off the scenery, I noticed three other checking out the room too.
Oh, hello, Luigi. I'm really glad there's an infirmary now. I was getting really worried in case some pony got hurt.
Some pony.
Sorry. Just a habit of mine.
I'm being honest. I was wondering too, what if someone got hurt before this place was available?
Then I'd let them bleed out and die.
Damn it, Monokuma.
Ah!
What the nerve, eh?
Boo-hoo! Just kidding. I probably would have opened the floor just for their poor little worthless injury. I mean, what kind of killing game would this be if someone just died from their own accident? A very boring game. That's what. This isn't a game. Oh, did that whole thing with Mr. Krabs and Mario not happen or something?
Ah, get lost, you dirty yapping animal.
So sorry.
Monokuma bounced away, and I shook off what he said out of my mind. So, conductor, why are you in here? I suppose this place brings me some old memories. Memories? Yeah, a lot of me movies are set on the me lovely little train. And there'd be a case after case of all needing medical attention during this action scene. Even the peck and stunt doubles couldn't handle jumping off the train at high speeds.
What?
What?
No, I'm just. Every time I read this line, it shocks me. He made his actors jump off a moving train.
And?
Didn't even bother with CGI or green screen.
That costs money.
So did the hospital bills.
Nah, not if you're,
Canadian,
not,
I guess?
I mean, yeah, maybe they have to pay for it. I don't fucking know, but
Yeah.
maybe,
Oh, shit.
maybe you were asking too much from them. My eyes wandered around until I spotted a certain someone eyeing a medicine cabinet. I raised a brow and walked over to him. Well, what are you looking at, Taniguito? Oh, he's looking for his crazy pills. That's what he's looking for.
Oh, yeah. I'm just checking to see if there's any poison in here. We are in a killing game, after all.
You really, I think you might be a poison in there.
I don't see any, but I'd recommend staying aware of the possibility.
Right job keeping us all on the edge, you picnic.
I'm sorry. Maybe if I'd kept quiet, you all would be feeling much better.
I guess it's something we need to be aware of, though.
But killings aren't gonna happen anymore, right?
Yeah, they aren't. Anyway, I think I've checked out everything on this floor now. So should we all head back into the dining hall to discuss what we found? I guess we go to round up the others then. The four of us agreed to split off to notify everyone, and I took the opportunity to check the classrooms. I looked into the first one and saw a familiar girl searching around. I remember how awkward our last conversation was, but then how any previous awkwardness seemed to subside when she helped me during the trial. I suppose she more confident in the detective role, but I still have no real idea about her. Hey. I trailed off as I saw her head whip around with a familiar, dark expression on her face when I first met her. She quickly relaxed upon seeing who called her. We're all going to go back to the dining hall to discuss what we found, as you were ready to go down. I'll be there soon. I nodded at her and hesitantly walked off. Maybe she was still looking, or maybe she wanted to go on her own. Still a mystery to me. Deep in thought, I continued down the dining hall, and when everyone else arrived, we began the discussion. So, what did y'all find?
Did anyone find an escape? I only found an indoor track and field.
You didn't bother looking anywhere else?
I like to take things slow, alright?
There's a library. But for some reason, all the Star Trek novels have disappeared.
There's a laptop in there also, but no power source. I wonder what information could be stored inside. Hopefully some music. I'm going crazy without melodies.
Same. Do you think we might be able to connect to the internet and contact someone?
But who would we contact? We can't contact anyone if we can't get it on.
We just need an electrician on the case, right? Luigi, you're the closest thing to one here. How is a plumber similar to an electrician?
That's a good question, Luigi.
Aside from a dead computer, what else is cooking?
This is super big performance hall. We should all plan a concert. That's not helpful.
But I suppose it is. Usually, things I like that really put our minds off the situation we're in.
I think it would be lovely.
I'm pretty good at singing, if I say so myself.
You? Before we get too ahead of ourselves, I would like to mention the infirmary.
Oh yeah, one of you better get yourselves in critical condition. We ain't professionals, you know.
It's quite a shame Mikan's not here. Character from the actual game.
Thanks for that context.
Yeah. First Hajime, now Mikan? Are these your friends? Well, I would call them that, but I'm not sure they feel the same way about trash like me.
They're actually the voices in his head.
the whole Danganronpa series is just Nagito having a
mental breakdown, pretty much.
Yeah, I was gonna say it in a much more offensive way, but I stopped myself.
Yeah. That's just sad.
Oh shit.
Hey, Kyle.
What?
Anyways,
I don't know the reference. I haven't seen South Park. I just see the memes and watch Cartman's best moments.
Yeah. I guess that the floor hasn't given us many clues, but it's a good place to get our minds off of the stress. While agreeing with what I said, I still felt a little disappointed I didn't find a way out, or even any clues as to who was behind this and why.
Or what Packneck means.
They were probably smart enough not to leave any obvious evidence lying around, but I still had hope for just something. Here, I was taken out of my sovereign thought as I was handed what looked to be a newspaper clipping. I found something interesting. I studied the article and furrowed my brows at the headline. Scientific breakthrough as it disclosed the possibilities of other universes. Huh? What do you mean?
I think they're talking about the theory of the multiverse being true.
Cool.
What's a multiverse?
As a brief explanation, the article states that multiple universes coexist with our own, where different factors have changed the outcome of its present. Oh, yeah, sure, that's not just some movie prop or something. Different universes. Well, that all sounds like a bunch of hooyah.
It does sound pretty crazy. What else does the article state?
It says here the testing will be about in the place to see if communications that travel between the universes would be possible. It's already possible. I guess that's what the demon world is.
Demon World? Is that where Nightmare Enterprises is from?
What's that newspaper doing in the school then?
Maybe the mastermind wanted us to find it.
Mastermind, huh? I wonder who that could be. Kuma.
Well, no, wait, who did you say?
I said Monokuma.
Well, yeah, but who's the one controlling him? He's a robot bear.
Yeah, whoever is controlling Monokuma.
Yeah. You mentioned a theory that it's one of them.
Yeah, no, I did. I feel like it is one of them, one of the insiders. I want to say that's actually, what's it called? I want to say that it's Mario, Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. What if the reason Mario he wanted to get killed out of the first game as he is that person?
Mm.
So then they would not have any idea that he's actually the one controlling Monokuma.
Interesting. You also mentioned something that relates to this multiverse thing. You're like, these are all characters from different places. How the hell did they get them all here in like our last episode?
Yeah.
This is a possibility, isn't it?
Exactly.
The article did say traveling communication would become possible.
This whole thing is actually more so of an experiment, if anything else.
Yeah. Could be an experiment to test their multiverse technology and see if, there's any problems with it.
Repercussions of mixing different universes and whatnot into one.
Or maybe there already was, and that's why they're trying to kill them off.
All that too.
Is that everything?
I sure hope it is. I've been holding in another piss.
Jeez, you're so disgusting.
I think this was a good discussion, though. Yeah.
Knock, we just start hitting the wall.
If you honestly think that'll work, well, then be my guest. I'd love to watch you further prove how brain dead penguins are.
What do you have against my kind? Owls ain't so mighty either.
He's an owl?
I guess.
He looks nothing like a fucking owl. I don't know what the
Well, what does he look like?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the hell he looks like.
We already had the discussion about how he has no eyes, so let's not do that again.
We're not going to backtrack to that discussion. Oh, why you little... I think we should all go our separate ways now. My way's the bathroom.
And mine is to the performance hall.
The two birds grumbled to themselves before leaving with someone else, who all left to do their own thing. I decided to go back to my room. A lot has happened today. It's only past noon. Yonder-chan found another important thing on her own. I wonder how she does it. And the conductor and Deadid. I hope they don't start fighting too much. It's better if we all get along.
And that's the end of where we're going to stop.
Another thing I could think of who could, if my theory on it's one of them controlling, is not Nagito. The reason I say this is because he is a character from the original story.
Yeah. So he's emulating his experience.
Exactly.
So yeah, we definitely got clues, but nothing definitive. It's just a starting point for theories at this point.
Yeah, and no one's out of the what's it called neck of the woods yet. Everyone is always a possible what's it called suspect until there's enough tangible proof that lessens their what's it called, the possibility of them being the suspect.
Yeah, and so yeah, you think the mastermind's one of them, and that the multiverse thing is, their way of testing it or their way of getting rid of it because the test was a failure.
That's precisely what I think this is going on. It's either he's being controlled by one of them, one of the people in the room, and this whole situation itself, like them being locked up and trapped in this, is experimenting on the concept of the multiverse, or like you said, kind of what's it called?
Cleanup
type job on it.
A failed experiment?
A failed experiment, yeah.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. And I guess I was wrong when I told you that Parappa would be talking a lot this one. I guess that's the next one.
Yeah, well, we shall see.